Cornish, 33-12 defeat to London Irish. Potentially not the end of season we wanted in terms of the championship, but certainly wasn't for a lack of effort. There was plenty of heart out there, wasn't there?
No, yeah, definitely a lot of heart out there. I thought the score was a bit unfair. I thought we put in a great shift. Start of the second half, we were all over them. Could have got a few tries, just a few key moments that let us down, but should have been a lot closer than it was.
Yeah, looked a bit nervous at the start. Obviously, 2 early tries for them. It looked like it was going to be a long way back. A poor start this afternoon perhaps cost us?
Yeah, a bit slow start from us really. Just things we were talking about through the week that we should have probably executed a bit better. If we'd done that, it would have been a good start from the boys and we would have got straight into the game and probably been leading.
Perhaps unfortunate not to be in front at half-time shows how well we responded. I mentioned it already about the heart, but it was clear to see that there was certainly a lot of effort going in there in that first half as well.
Yeah, a lot of boys who wanted to get an opportunity throughout the year got their time today, and they put in a real good shift. I thought, yeah, a load of heart from the boys, good, solid work rate. Couldn't ask for anything more from the boys.
You've kind of alluded to it, just a couple of key moments that went against us and probably cost us in the end. I guess that's just the thing in these big games. You have to take every chance that comes, don't you?
Yeah, exactly. Just those key moments in the game. We take them, and it could have been a completely different game.
With the amount of opportunities we created, still plenty of positives to take, aren't they, leading into that cup final next week?
Yeah, definitely. We tighten up on those things that we talked through the week. We manage that and those key moments. We take them in the final next week, and it'll be a completely different game.
Well played, mate.
Cheers.
Glen, a 33-12 defeat here at the Madejski. A scoreline that really doesn't reflect the game. We were pretty unfortunate there, weren't we?
Yeah, I mean, I'm tremendously proud of the boys today, Shappers. I thought we really stuck in there. You know, we spoke about wanting to play, you know, at the highest level, and we're facing a team that are going into the Premiership next year, and we didn't take a backward step. You know, quite a few boys today haven't played in a while either, and they really, you know, they put it in there. So it shows a lot about the character of some of the players today, and as a coach and team, mightily proud of that performance. And I think, like you say there, 33-12 probably doesn't reflect the effort that was put in that game. And you know, in these big games, we were just chatting then, it's the small margins, and you don't get many chances in the game, and you have to be able to take them. And we left a couple out there today, which in the end cost us. Yeah,
in games like that, it's key moments that it comes down to, doesn't it? And they probably went against us today, didn't they?
Yeah, I mean, you know, the referee's got to make some big calls sometimes. You know, and we lost the man, which never helps. You know, all you look for sometimes is a little bit of consistency, and maybe we'll go and have a look at that. Maybe we're a little bit hard done by in terms of one being a red and the other only being a yellow. But you know, that's rugby and that's sport, and sometimes that happens. You know, I think, you know, we had left some chances out there as well early on in the second half. We put the chip through off the line out, and you know, we're on inside range, probably going under the posts, and we don't give it, and suddenly that might have been 19-all, you know, and could have been a different outcome. But you know, I think the effort was tremendous, chaps. You know, as a coach and team, we said before the game, boys, we know that some boys haven't played for a while, but all we want is to make sure that you go out there and you give it everything you've got, because mistakes will happen. You know, but I think we can take a lot of confidence now going into next week in the final.
Yeah, if we were to be in a critical mood, obviously not a great start. Did that perhaps cost us as well?
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't a great start, but I thought the character that we showed to get back into the game was brilliant. And you know, there was large periods in play where the ball was in play for a long time. You know, and you train for that, and sometimes, you know, you're in there, and you just got to keep working. And the boys were tremendous. You know, I think there was 15 paces of defence at one point in the first half, and then we turned the ball over in the far corner. And you know, we didn't give ourselves the best start. We said we didn't want to kick loosely to them, and we kicked a little bit loosely. You know, the Fijian fullback's a bit of a flyer, you know, give him a bit of space when he's dangerous. So, but I think we learned from that, and we spoke about that at half time. And tactically, I think we were much better in the second half. And you know, fair play to London Irish. They're, you know, worthy winners on the day. But I think we'll take a lot from that game, and hopefully we can take it into next week and have a big finish. Yeah,
it says a lot about the group that we were probably unfortunate not to be in front at half time, and then certainly straight after as well. We certainly came battling back, didn't we?
Yeah, I mean, we went direct, we went physical. We said we had to match them. You know, they're a big team. You know, you know, some of the collisions in that game, I'm thinking, I'm glad I'm a tired chap. You know, but, like, the boys didn't take a backward step. You know, we had a lot of young lads out there, and I think sometimes, you know, you can get caught up on the result and the actual scoreline. But when we sit back, I think on Monday and reflect from it, I think the boys will be mightily proud of what they've done. And you know, we've got a final next week. and this isn't taking the gloss off. Actually, we've had a terrific season. It's been our highest place finish in terms of points in the league. To get the result today would have been terrific to finish on that. But I think where we've come from, the journey we've been on, how we've grown, and next week if we can put a big performance in there and hopefully get some silverware, it'll top off a good season. Yeah, we've obviously got the presentation going on behind us. It'd be rude not to congratulate London Irish as well for their promotion. They've been great all year, haven't they? Oh no, massively, mate. I think they've led from the front, from the off. From the very first day we played, then they've been top of the league all the way through and worthy winners. And hopefully maybe we might be able to join them the year after next if we can. But obviously there's a lot of work to be done before then, and we'll look forward to one more big battle against them next week, because I'm sure it's going to be another physical encounter. Yeah, just regarding the league campaign, obviously highest points, I think highest amount of wins. It's been another fantastic year of progress, hasn't it? Oh yeah, massively. I think we had a lot of disruption at the start of the year, and I think where the squad were to where they are now, the amount of effort they've put in to get there, a lot of credit goes to them. They've been really receptive, been a fantastic bunch of boys, and it's been a pleasure to work with them this year and to see where they've come. And hopefully we've laid in a foundation now where next year we can kick on again. I speak about next year, but obviously we've got another big game next week. But in terms of the league, that's gone now. But hopefully we've built that foundation in place now where we can really kick on and hopefully try and do something special. And hopefully could be us maybe one day up there and celebrating. Yeah, again, it says a lot about the group that the players that were playing today potentially may not put an Ealing Trailfinders shirt on again, but they were just fantastic for 80 minutes, weren't they? Oh yeah, massively so. I mean, Max Davis, Will Safe, haven't played for a while. They're cup tied. They both can't play next week. I thought they're outstanding. They've not played too much rugby into the 80 minutes. Jack O'Connell's not played in so long, and you'll come on and do 60 minutes against Silius at Tighthead, who's an international. I think tremendous for the boys, and they can take a lot of pride out of that, and that's what you want to be able to look at sometimes as well. You're not let yourselves down, you're not let your team down, and no one did today. They were tremendous. Yeah, we've got to look forward now to next week, potentially the biggest game in the club's history. London Irish again, Championship Cup final. Doesn't really get much bigger than that, does it? No, it's massive. Live on Sky again, and they brought a big contingent down at the start of the year. I'm sure they'll be bringing a fair few more fans this time round, and hopefully we can top off a good year, be a very special occasion. Like you say, some boys will be moving on, and hopefully we can give them the send-off they deserve for all the effort that they put in this year. Yeah, huge occasion. Just tell us how excited we are for that. It's going to be massive, isn't it? Oh yeah, I mean, I think as a player, I spoke about it back in the start of pre-season, that you don't get many opportunities in your playing career to actually win silverware. You've got the Heineken Cup or the European Cup and the Premiership, and then in the Championship you've got the title and the Championship Cup. So there's only 4 cups across 24 teams, or even more than that with the European teams and the Pro 14. So you don't get many chances, and it's a great occasion for us, and the boys will be relishing it. Because they're the type of games you want to be involved in as a player. Playing careers aren't long. They're quite short. So the boys will be fired up and ready to go in this one, and they won't be leaving anything out there. Well done, mate.